it's me, Damaris, again. So I just wanted to share with you that I know I've shared a few videos about some ways that God has chose to bless me. I feel strongly to share with you that during these times, I was not going to church like people go to church every Sunday, and I was not, on my knees 24 hours a day praying, and I was not with my nose in the Bible, reading it, religiously. I just wasn't religious, and that's the truth. As a matter of fact, I had a lot of other things going on in my life that uh, were sad, were just dark. I was a mess. I had secrets and challenges and a lot of conflict in my life. And that's where I say relationship with God is so much greater than religion. You know, um, I had a relationship with God. I just felt like I had no one else I couldn't, because of my past of being, growing up in an abusive home and being bullied and jumped and betrayal. It was hard for me to trust other people, but God never let me down. And in spite of me being so imperfect and just letting him down all the time, he never let me down. And I just, that is the difference between relationship and religion. So even when I do go to church and people would tell me I had to do certain things in order to please God, or it was just all about this mechanical things in order to serve God, I just couldn't accept that. I couldn't accept that. As I grew, what was told to me when I was 12, that I was going to hell, and yet I see God moving in my life. Him moving in my life, him hearing me was so much powerful than this lady's admission of me going to hell. And if there's been any change in my life, if there's been any change in my character, any permanent change in what I do to better myself or done to better myself, it was not done out of religion. It was not done so I could have a position in the church, or it was not done so I could be powerful and I could say, look, I did this. I did it because of my relationship. Because every time I came before God and I prayed and I sought his relief, he came through and I knew he was real. And because of that, it's like I fell in love with who he is. And when you're in love, when you really are in a good relationship, you do things for the other person to be pleasing to the other person. If I compare it to you falling in love with a significant other, when you first meet them and you start liking them and loving them, you make sure you smell good. You make sure you speak a certain way. You make sure you dress a certain way. You make sure you carry yourself a certain way because you want to be pleasing to that person. And that person, your significant other, like all of us, like you and I, is not perfect. They're going to fail you. They're going to mess up. And yet we continue to build on that relationship. Well, guess what? God is someone who has never failed me and never messed up. So what I choose to do in my life is not based on religion. It's based on my relationship with him. And I do it from my heart. I do it out of love. His love for me more than my love for him. And that's a strong difference between having a relationship with God and having a relationship with God. And I urge people to seek that relationship with God, to know him on a personal level. rather than just religion. See you next time.